everyone, this is Tushar again with a new topic. Hope you all are doing fine. So today we will be discussing which chemical is used in chemical earthing and what is actually chemical earthing. Can you put any kind of metal in the electrode for chemical earthing? And some more questions. So let us start. So chemical earthing is also the same as rest of the techniques which we use in earthing. Here also we install the electrode in the earthing pit and fill it with the chemical which helps it to become a path of low resistance for the lightning. Here the electrode, the difference is here the electrode is manufactured by the company. It is not permissible to just add a simple copper wire or a straight iron rod in it. We installed a completely solid GI or aluminium cylinder in it. It is nearly 3 to 4 inches in diameter, like this much of the thickness of the electrode we say. So it is more likely to be done in mountainous regions, as there is the earth soil is more moisturous and you need high the technique which can carry large amount of voltage in it. As you all know that in the mountainous regions, or you can say the places wherever you can see there is a high protective infrastructure are installed, and are more prone to the lightning. So you can say that these are used in mountainous regions. And these are versatile, as you can install this in different locations. The electrode electrode and the chemical is not which we can make at our home, that are brought from are manufactured by the companies and of particular grade. The rod I have told you is a solid cylinder of GI or aluminium, and the chemical which this rod can be of 6 feet, 8 feet or 10 feet, is according to your need. After that, the chemical which is used is marconite or bentonite. These are two complex compounds which are only used in chemical earthing. The bentonite was used earlier days, when it was recently introduced. The chemical earthing was recently introduced, that is bentonite and marconite. Okay, so marconite is the advanced chemical which is used nowadays, and marconite is not a compound which you can get from like a mineral. It is a ore or an alloy which is generated by the industry for the chemical earthing. Bentonite is good but not as good as Marconite. It has great uh, like great capability for holding the rod for the longer time, and it is rust proof, and it has resistance of nearly 0.001 ohms per meter. This is the resistivity of the Marconite, and basically in the last technique, that is Bentonite, you have to put complete Bentonite in the structure. Like you only mix some water to give some so that it can mix with the soil in which you are putting the electrolyte here. Okay, but for Marconite is also cheaper, as you don't have to put as much amount as you put Bentonite. The whole structure, I can say the ratio of Marconite, cement and water by mass is 3/5 of Marconite, 1/5 of cement, and 1/5 of, that is water, H2O, that is water. Okay, and it is long lasting. Once you have installed, you doesn't have to do the maintenance in this thing. So mostly in the structural big structures or power stations, or I can say big the buildings, skyscrapers like buildings, you all prefer chemical earthing, because this is more advanced and this is maintenance free, and once you have installed it, you doesn't have to take attention of any kind. It will not rust, it will not corrode from the from the terminals, and you doesn't have to put some water in water or anything like rest of the earthing techniques. So now I think you have got the information that what kind of chemical is used in the earthing that some of the people think that you can add normal charcoal in place of the Bentonite or Marconite. That is not feasible for the GI pipe which we install it for, as it doesn't give that much amount of conductivity. So you should always prefer to the standard techniques by which they have to be followed. So thank you, and please like and subscribe. Thanks for being so patient, listener.